Good morning, everybody. This morning we are making something that I really love. I haven't really come up with a name for it. My family calls it slop. And the reason they call it that is because I kind of throw a little bit of this and a little bit of that in it. Depends on what you like. My husband, he likes mushrooms, onions, all that stuff like that. Me personally, I like onions, but only the taste, not the texture. But right now, I am cutting up potatoes, and I'm going to fry these potatoes. Let's do this a little more simpler here. I'm going to fry them up, and I am going to add a few seasonings to this. I hope everybody can see good. I will share in just a second the seasonings that I'm putting in my particular one. When I cook for the family, I add a little different items to it. But this one is for me and my son. And once again, as everybody probably seen in the last video, he's also a little on the picky side. But I don't blame him. There's some things that I am the same way with. Everybody has their own taste for things. Some of these potatoes are really little here. I've got bacon laid out over here. I've got sausage. And I got a little red bell pepper. And I have onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, and seasoned salt. And some sea salt. I know that's probably sounds a little confusing, but I'll get to that in just a second here. Got a couple more potatoes to throw together real quick. I did heat my pan up. I put a little bit of oil in the bottom of it, heated it up, that way nothing sticks. Most of my pans don't stick, but you never know, so you might throw something in there and it decides to stick. I've had that done too. Things you would never think would, does. I hope everybody is having a good mid-morning. One more and we're done with the potatoes. And we'll throw the seasonings in real quick, and I'll show you that in just a second. Oh, that one's going to be a little stubborn. That potato just straight took off, didn't it? Okay, now the potatoes are in the pan. I am going to add some pepper, onion, some black pepper, some garlic, and some onion powder, some sea salt, and some regular seasonings. It's in a baggie because my container is just one of those real big ones. Okay, now here is the onion salt, or I'm sorry, onion powder. Just a little bit, just enough for taste. It all depends on your own taste with it. Some black pepper. Garlic. and some sea salt. Not much, mind you. Okay. Okay. Now I've got this on like medium low, so the potatoes don't burn or anything. They just kind of cook slow, but gets the job done. Okay. Once all your seasonings are in it, you can give it a stir. Like so. Just stir it up real good. Whoops. That way all of your seasonings is on it. Oh, I forgot the season salt, didn't I? I'm sorry. The must. Because it will not taste the same if you do not add these. A little bit of seasoned salt here. Just enough to give it some flavor. Set all this stuff back here out of the way. Okay, my next thing is I am going to cut this little bell pepper up and throw her in there. That way she gets cooking with the potatoes. The way she's soft when everything else is soft. Okay. I'll set this right here and now this over here out of the way. Now for the little bell pepper, it's a little different, but it works. Remember, I always personally I cut it in two, peel the seeds and stuff out. That way you don't have them in your food. Now, when I put hot peppers in my food, I normally keep some of the seeds because it tends to throw off a little extra heat. I would do that this morning, except for my son does not like hot food, which is a little weird because he likes hot fries. I don't understand that one, but so be it. Cutting these, cutting. I think I should have stuck with my other knife. You see, they're just kind of cutting the sizes. It all depends on what size you like and stuff like this goes away. As you see, the peppers, I just cut them up and just kind of put them in there, just like that, like so. Move it around, and then you just leave that alone for a while. Let your potatoes cook. While you're doing that, while you're letting your potatoes cook, you can go ahead and get your other items ready. Personally, I normally use ground sausage, but I kindly forgot to lay it out last night, so it's not ready. This bowl here is for my eggs, which is right back here. Right now I am going to get this stuff ready. That way I can get it on in the skillet. Now you can add as much bacon or meat of any form. I like ham in mine too, but I'm out of ham. I didn't know I was, but I am out of ham. So, but I do normally put ham in it. Let me get my scissors real quick. Okay, now with this, I'm just cutting it up because it's a little easier to fry once it's cut up. And then just throw it in a skillet. I'm sorry. You throw it in a skillet and fry it up. And you also fry your sausage and ham, whatever of the meat form that you desire. It's all in what you taste with this particular meal. It's extremely good, actually. I have tried multiple different angles with it. I've had a lot of different items in this. Might be a little easier here. Which is really, really good. We've added onions and mushrooms, hot peppers, bell peppers. We've added all kinds of things to this particular meal, and it's because it can be a dinner meal or a breakfast meal. It depends on what you like, just as any. But I really, really would love for you guys to make sure you like and comment and subscribe. We are new at this, so I mean it's gonna take us a little while to really get up on our feet, but I'm sure with your help that we can get this done. I'm pretty sure on that. Take some of that fat off that. Okay, now this is done. We're going to get a skillet and we're going to cook this on the south. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to need to remove this particular board away from the stove. I'm going to sit it right over here, but if I go to cut up something, I will show you what I'm going to cut and do it that way. I'm getting another skillet to put this stuff in real quick. There's that. We're going to remove some of this stuff, that way it's not in the way. Okay, we're going to turn this on. Once again, you should know, everybody knows how to cook bacon, sausage, and all that. That's what you do. It's a little easier if you cook everything together. This particular cup right here is the most important part with the meat. It is bacon grease, which helps with the bacon. Okay, let's get this on here and get it flowing. This normally takes a minute. Okay, all the bacon is in the skillet. We just gotta let it do its thing here. Turn it like this, that way nobody accidentally knocks anything over. Yeah, safety, 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 people. Let's get this off of here. This, I tend to clean as I'm cooking, so please bear with me. It's easier for me to do this without having a big mess. It drives me crazy. Anyway, back to our discussion here. We have some links I did find in the freezer. Some links. I am going to cut them sort of like I did the bacon. It's the substitute for the rolled sausage that you would find in the grocery stores. I thought I had some. Trying to get this open. Okay, Okay, normally what I do is I take sausage and I just cut it up in it, and then, because with all the bacon and the sausage and everything else that's going in it, it just tastes so good. You can add hot sausage, mild sausage, whatever, any kind of bacon you like. It's up to you what you really add into this particular meal once again. I have no complaints. I've never had a complaint about it. And if you do try this at home, you're going to like it. When I get done with this, I'm going to put a lid over this, because we do want everything cooked thoroughly, all the way through and through. Because as everybody knows, this stuff like this can make you sick. I really don't want myself or my family to get sick, and I don't want any of you to get sick. So make sure it's all cooked thoroughly, real good through and through. A couple more of these should be okay. We're meat eaters. When I get done doing this, I'm going to stir the potatoes once again. That way, all the flavoring in it gets done right. Gets through and through it. Yeah, she looks beautiful. Alrighty. Just getting started. Right, yeah. Okay, I need... I don't know where my lid is. Okay, I got the lid for this. It's going to go right there. And now we are going to check our potatoes, which is... looks like they're going just fine over here. Stir this up. Oh yeah, beautiful. Doing real well. And these shows everything that I cook, we do eat. A lot of the stuff, it's going to be a little different. Depends on if it's me or my son. And then again, maybe I might be able to get my husband on here and do some of his amazing cooking skills. He is so good at it. Turn it down just a tad. And my lid back on this. Okay. Now right now what we're going to do is we're going to go and have a break for a minute and let everything cook. It takes a few minutes. If you ever fried a potato or anything, you also know that. Okay, we are checking the potatoes. They look like they are ready to leave the lid off. Yep, they're ready to leave the lid off so they can get a little crispy, because we don't want them soggy. And then we're going to check the meat, the bacon and stuff over here. And check it real quick. We have eggs back here. They are from a farm, so they're brown eggs. And that's doing good too, almost done. Leave that on for a few more minutes and get it going. And cover it back up real quick. And I'm going to go and answer this ringing phone. Okay, we are back. The potatoes are ready. The meat's ready. We're going to put it all in this one pan here. Flip these over, see how golden brown they're turning. You don't want to overdo it because then it'll just taste burnt. Turn that down a little bit. This is our meat. And take this meat, which is the bacon and sausage, put it in it. Don't worry about the little bit of grease because you're going to need a little bit in the pan for what's coming next, which is your eggs. You need them to complete your meal. Look how pretty. Take it. I just take it and drip it around the edges and stuff. Way it seep down on in there. Like so. Just around the edges a little bit. Because your eggs is going to help absorb all of this. We missed one, didn't we? Okay. I'll leave that right there so it reminds me it's hot. Also, we have our fresh eggs right here, and they are very fresh. They are from the farm. Fresh eggs, don't matter. You can get them from the store. It doesn't matter. These are just a good deal. Depending on how many people you're doing is how many eggs you fix. When it comes to this particular dish, we normally eat quite a bit of it. Do 2 more, or this one and 1 more. Take it and you just beat them up like you're going to make scrambled eggs. Beat them up real good. And take your egg and you pour it over it. Make sure your heat's down, because if not, you will burn the egg. There's your eggs. And just kind of pour it over it. It's like a great big old omelet that's fixing to get stirred up. That's what we're doing. Okay? And then we're going to cover it after we stir it up. Give it a second and let it do its thing here real good. So add some black pepper. Remember, this just all the seasonings are to your own taste. I'm going to add some salt. Not much because of my blood pressure, but it's doing its thing here. Now I'm going to stir it. It's on, right now it's on low because I don't want to burn my egg. And I just kind of stir it around, mix everything in it real good. And it smells really good. And remember, you can put whatever you like in this dish. If you like ham, put ham in it. If you like just bacon, just bacon. And put turkey in it, whatever, pork, whatever you want. And you stir it up real good. And get the little bit of chunks of the egg, just kind of chop it up a little bit. Take that, scrape your edges, and then you'll put it with your lid. And just kind of let it do its thing real slow. And then, got a little surprise for you at the end of it that I didn't mention, but is one of my favorite ways to eat this dish. But I am not going to show you that one until it's time. Lid's on it. Remember, it's on low. Okay, now stir her up again. See where she's at. Well, she feels good, she looks good, and she smells delicious. Oh yeah, she's ready. Okay, now I'm going to put some in the kids' things here. And I want to tell you that a lot of times we have gravy, homemade gravy, and put over this. It is extremely good. It is awesome. And I wished I would have thought about it at the time. You can take some corn shells and fry them up, and put them in it too. That is really good that way. Okay, now this one is going to have the little twist on it that I promised you. Okay, I hope everybody can see good. Yeah, okay. Now, one little twist is my favorite. It's pepper jack cheese. I forgot to get the shredded kind, so I'm going with the slice right now. Normally I just sprinkle it over it and let it melt. Sorry for the background noises, people. I have my kids here and a couple of grandbabies and my dogs. So I'm hoping it ain't interrupting everything too bad for you. And this is my next surprise. Sharp shredded cheese. I love it. You just take it and kind of just sprinkle a little bit over it. And then, the best part about this part is you can take it and stir it up. And it melts the cheese down in there. A lot of times I put it on it, but everybody, once again, don't like it that way. So we do it this way. But if it's just the ones that does like it, I sprinkle it over as it's in the pan and melt it. And if you want a crisp to it, once it melts, take it and flip it over while it's in the pan and let it brown. Just you got to really keep an eye on it because it will burn. Okay, this is our finished project. Yeah, that's with cheese, without cheese. It's really good. I hope everybody enjoys. Bye.